Hey guys, welcome back to I'm a Tech Diver, Get Me Out of Here. And we're talking about an aeroplane wreck today. And as I say, we went out to the mark. Originally we thought the aeroplane was going to be a P-38 Lightning bomber. The fisherman had said he described the aeroplane to us from what they could see from the surface. And it sounded like a P-38 Lightning bomber, and that's what we thought it was when we were going out there. When we got out to the mark, as I say, we got the shot in. It was a flat, calm day, and we were diving in two teams, one down, one up. So it was a flat, calm day from what I can remember. The first dive we missed it completely because it's a very small target. With small targets like airplanes in the middle of the Gulf at 60 metres, you've got to be pretty spot on with that shot. You can drop a shot close in limited visibility, and you could be right next to it and just swim the wrong direction. And crazily, at that time, we were back in the day, we were diving a lot of deep air dives, and we were 56 metres, we're running a PO2 at 1.4. It was quite a limited bottom time and a lot of narcosis, so very easy to make a lot of mistakes. I'm not advocating deep air diving, we don't do that anymore, we don't put ourselves through that. With any deep air dive like that, you always have one or two wobbly things occur. It takes a lot of focus, a lot of attention. It's a lot safer to be done on trimix, and that's what we're doing now. Modern technology, availability of helium, logistics, cheap rebreathers, all those things make using helium a lot more friendly. Anyway, so we first two shots we missed it, and the third shot we landed on top of it. And when I came into it, there was a lot of nets over the top of her. The fuselage was there, wing was there, one engine was there, and it was probably why they thought it was a P-38 Lightning bomber is because of the way it looks from above when you came down on top of it. But one of the wings had been ripped off of it. Anyway, so the third dive we found it and we located it, and we recovered part of a door escape hatch and brought it up to the surface, and we were quite excited. We returned to Koh, victorious as it were. We were all buzzing on the fact that we found a plane. And I started doing some research trying to find out what kind of plane it was, because it wasn't obviously a P-38. I was perfectly honest with that, narcosis, it could have been a lot of things. The only evidence we had was the escape hatch. So I went online, I started doing some research, we looked at the bolts on the escape hatch, ACOA. So ACOA is a manufacturer of aircraft grade aluminium. We started looking at the type of hatch, see if it would match any aeroplanes, looking at schematics of aeroplanes. Anyway, I ran out some emails, and I got a reply from an Air Force colonel retired, who quite happily told me the hatch was from a DC-3, not a C-47 transport, and he clarified it was a DC-3, which is the civilian version of that aeroplane. And the reason why I knew it was civilian is because the C-47, the military version, has actually got a slit in the window where you can fire weapons through it. So that's how we found out it was a DC-3 from this Air Force colonel. Anyway, so after that we started to research and try to look into, if there was any history or any news reports from an aeroplane missing in the Gulf, and we couldn't find anything on it, really, nothing at all. And your mind starts to wander. So why was a civilian grade civilian aeroplane DC-3 missing in the Gulf with no reports on it? So visions of Air America come to mind. I'm sure we have to go back there and see what sort of cargo that has at some point in time. Anyway, tune into the next edition of I'm a Tech Diver, Get Me Out of Here, and we'll talk about some of the other wrecks we located.